Adam and Princess Liana's peaceful life on Zilurus continued to blossom beautifully. Each day, their connection grew deeper, strengthened by trust, respect, and love. They often traveled between Earth and Zilurus, working tirelessly to build lasting peace among different worlds. One day, while visiting Earth, Adam received urgent news from Zilurus. A strange illness had appeared among some villagers, causing worry and confusion. Understanding the seriousness, Adam and Liana quickly returned to Zilurus, determined to help. Upon arrival, they visited the affected village, finding villagers weak and anxious. Adam and Liana comforted them, promising quick action. Medical experts from Earth joined Zilurus healers, working together to find a cure. Adam stayed beside Liana throughout, offering support and reassurance. Days passed swiftly, filled with research and efforts to control the illness. Finally, the medical team identified the cause of a rare plant contaminating the village's water source. With Adam and Liana's leadership, efforts began immediately to purify the water and restore health. Villagers gradually recovered, deeply grateful for the quick and caring response. Their trust in Adam and Liana grew even stronger, seeing firsthand the couple's dedication to their well-being. After the crisis, life on Zilurus returned to normal, peaceful, and joyful once again. Adam and Liana resumed their diplomatic work, traveling to neighboring planets to strengthen alliances. Everywhere they went, their story inspired others, showcasing unity and compassion. One evening, during a diplomatic visit to a neighboring planet, Adam and Liana attended a formal event. Leaders from various planets gathered, discussing peace and future cooperation. During the evening, a leader from another world approached Adam, speaking privately. "Adam, your actions have brought hope to many," the leader said warmly. "We wish to form stronger ties with Zilurus and Earth. Your example shows us the true meaning of unity." Adam smiled warmly, deeply touched by the leader's words. "Unity and peace benefit us all," Adam replied sincerely. "We're stronger together." As Adam and Liana returned to Zilurus, their hearts filled with pride and joy. Their efforts were making a meaningful difference, bringing planets closer through kindness and understanding. Back on Zilurus, Adam and Liana continued their peaceful life, often spending quiet evenings together beneath the stars. Their bond remained strong, growing deeper with each shared experience. One night, as they sat together under Zilurus' starry sky, Liana shared wonderful news with Adam. "Adam, our family will soon grow," she whispered softly, smiling with excitement. Adam felt his heart leap with happiness. "This is the most wonderful news, Liana," he said warmly, embracing her gently. Both felt immense joy, excited for the beautiful journey ahead. Preparations for the new arrival filled the palace with excitement. Villagers and royals alike celebrated, eagerly awaiting the birth of Adam and Liana's child. Joy spread throughout Zilurus, bringing people together in shared anticipation and happiness. When the day arrived, everyone waited anxiously, hopeful and excited. Finally, the joyful news spread quickly through the kingdom. A healthy child had been born, filling Adam and Liana's hearts with boundless love. The child, a beautiful blend of both worlds, was welcomed warmly by all. Adam and Liana named their child Ellen, symbolizing the unity between Earth and Zilurus. Ellen quickly became beloved, cherished by everyone who met the little one. Adam and Liana embraced parenthood joyfully, cherishing each moment with Ellen. Together, they taught their child the values of kindness, courage, and unity. Ellen grew quickly, learning about both Zilurus and Earth, fascinated by stories of bravery and friendship. As Ellen grew older, the family often visited Earth, strengthening their connections between the two worlds. Ellen loved exploring both planets, learning the best of each culture. Adam and Liana watched proudly as Ellen grew into a curious, kind, and thoughtful individual. During a special visit to Earth, Adam and Liana introduced Ellen to many influential leaders, hoping to foster greater understanding and unity. Everyone welcomed Ellen warmly, recognizing the significance of this unique child. One evening, After returning to Zilurus, Adam and Liana took Ellen to the village where they'd celebrated their wedding. Villagers greeted them joyfully, delighted to meet Ellen. Music, laughter, and happiness filled the air, creating beautiful memories for the family. That night, beneath the starry sky, Adam and Liana told Ellen stories about their adventures together there. First meeting, the battles they faced, and their unwavering love and friendship. "You are the result of our love and unity, Ellen," Adam explained warmly. "Your life symbolizes peace between our worlds." Ellen listened carefully, eyes bright with curiosity and understanding. "I promise to continue what you both started," Ellen said softly. Sincerity in every word. Adam and Liana smiled proudly, deeply touched by Ellen's promise. Their bond as a family was strong, built firmly on love, respect, and shared dreams of peace. As the years passed, Adam and Liana continued their diplomatic work, now joined by Ellen. Together, they inspired others, spreading messages of unity, compassion, and understanding across the universe. Their life was full and rewarding, each day bringing new adventures and meaningful experiences. Adam and Liana watched proudly as Ellen grew, becoming a wise and compassionate leader, loved and respected by many. Adam often reflected on the incredible journey he'd shared with Liana. From their first encounter during a dangerous time to building a life together filled with peace and love, every moment was precious. "Liana," Adam whispered softly one night as they watched Ellen speak confidently to a gathering crowd. "Life together has surpassed all my dreams." Liana smiled warmly, squeezing his hand gently. "It's our bond, Adam, and our shared love that made this possible." Standing together, surrounded by friends and family, Adam and Liana knew their story had created lasting peace and joy across two worlds. Their love and unity continued through Ellen, ensuring a bright future filled with hope and endless possibilities. Following their victory against the pirates, Zilurus enjoyed a period of peace and happiness. Adam remained at Princess Liana's side, their bond becoming deeper with each passing day. The people of Zilurus had grown to love Adam, grateful for his bravery and compassion. One evening, King Orin and Queen Alara invited Adam and Liana to a special dinner. The table was beautifully set, filled with delicious dishes and surrounded by warm candlelight. As they ate, King Orin began speaking, his voice gentle and sincere. "Adam, your courage and friendship have brought great joy to Zilurus. You have proven your dedication and kindness many times. Today, I have an important request," King Orin said seriously, looking deeply into Adam's eyes. "Please, King Orin," Adam replied respectfully. "Ask anything. I am here to help Zilurus however I can." King Orin smiled warmly. "I wish for you to officially become Zilurus' ambassador to Earth. Strengthen our bonds even further, ensuring lasting peace between our worlds." Adam felt honored, humbled by the king's trust. He glanced at Liana, who smiled encouragingly. "It would be my great honor," Adam replied sincerely. The queen added softly, "There's one more matter we'd like to discuss. Adam, it's clear to everyone that your bond with our daughter is strong and meaningful. Would you also consider officially uniting our worlds through marriage to Princess Liana?" Adam was momentarily speechless, his heart racing as he turned to face Liana. She looked at him hopefully, warmth and affection in her eyes. Carefully, he took Liana's hand in his own, squeezing gently. "Nothing would make me happier than to build a life with Liana, uniting our worlds through our bond," Adam said with sincere emotion. Liana's eyes sparkled with happiness as she gently squeezed his hand in return. King Orin and Queen Alara smiled joyfully, delighted by Adam's heartfelt response. The decision was warmly celebrated, bringing new excitement and anticipation. Throughout ZYL as preparations for their wedding began, excitement filled the kingdom. People gathered to help, decorating the palace with flowers and joyful banners. Everyone eagerly awaited the celebration, thrilled to witness the union of Adam and Liana. The wedding day arrived, bright and beautiful. Adam stood at the altar, waiting nervously yet excitedly. When Liana entered, She was radiant, walking gracefully towards him. Adam's heart swelled with happiness, deeply touched by her beauty and warmth. As they exchanged vows, bare voices. Filled with genuine love and commitment, the palace hall fell silent, each word touching everyone deeply. Their union symbolized not only their love, but also the peaceful alliance between Earth and ZY Stories. Celebrations lasted into the night, filled with laughter, music, and dancing. Adam and Liana shared joyous moments with their friends and family. Cherishing every second of the special day. The following weeks were peaceful and filled with happiness. Adam took his role as ambassador seriously, working tirelessly to strengthen diplomatic ties between Earth and Zilurus. Liana often worked alongside him, her diplomatic skills perfectly complementing Adam's dedication and kindness. Soon after their marriage, Adam invited Liana to fulfill her dream to visit Earth. Excited and a little nervous, Liana agreed. Eager to experience Adam's home planet. The journey to Earth was swift, and upon arrival, Adam introduced Liana to Earth's wonders. She marveled at the vast oceans, bustling cities, and towering mountains, seeing everything through Adam's eyes. Adam enjoyed sharing his home with Liana, her enthusiasm bringing him deep joy. As their visit continued, Liana quickly became loved and respected by the people of Earth. Her wisdom, kindness, and genuine warmth deeply impressed everyone she met. Adam felt immense pride, realizing how perfectly Liana represented ZY Stories. One evening, Adam and Liana stood on a quiet beach, watching waves gently lap against the shore. Stars glittered above, peaceful and serene. "Thank you, Adam, for bringing me here," Liana said softly, her eyes sparkling with happiness. "Earth is truly beautiful, especially with you beside me." Adam smiled gently, wrapping an arm around her shoulders. "You've made my home even more special, Liana. Sharing it with you has been wonderful." As they stood together, listening to the calming ocean waves, Adam felt a deep sense of contentment. They had overcome challenges, strengthened bonds between their worlds, and built a deep, loving relationship. Returning to Zilurus, their bond grew even stronger. Together, Adam and Liana continued working for peace, creating lasting alliances with many planets. Their unity inspired others, showing the power of compassion, courage, and true love. Months passed joyfully, filled with meaningful work and shared adventures. Adam and Liana cherished every moment, grateful for their journey together. One afternoon, they visited the village where they'd celebrated the Harvest Festival. Villagers warmly welcomed them, remembering fondly the day Adam and Liana first visited. Joyful songs and dances filled the air once more, celebrating their happy return. As they danced together under the golden sunlight, Adam and Liana felt deeply connected, their hearts perfectly aligned. Their bond, first forged by bravery during a difficult childhood rescue, had blossomed beautifully into true love. Standing in the peaceful meadow where they'd once shared dreams, Adam softly whispered, "Liana, our journey together has been more wonderful than I ever imagined. You are my greatest adventure." Liana smiled warmly, gently touching his face. "And you, Adam, are my greatest treasure." Holding each other close, surrounded by friends and happiness, they knew their future held endless promise. Their love had united two worlds, creating lasting peace and joyful friendships across the stars. Together, Adam and Liana faced the future, filled with hope, love, and endless possibilities. In the weeks following the recent security alert, Matthew and Lena worked tirelessly to solidify the peace agreement. Their partnership had become an example for both humans and Sylvani, showing clearly that unity and understanding were possible. However, they knew that lasting peace required constant effort and vigilance. One evening, after a long day of negotiations, Matthew and Lena took a quiet walk along one of the station's peaceful corridors. The stars sparkled softly outside the wide windows, creating a calming atmosphere. "Today was successful," Lena said gently, smiling warmly at Matthew. "Each day, our people trust each other more." "Yes," Matthew agreed, feeling proud and hopeful. "We've come so far, Lena. It's wonderful to see our efforts paying off." As they spoke quietly, Lena paused suddenly, her eyes becoming serious. Matthew immediately noticed her concern and stopped beside her. "Is everything all right?" Matthew asked softly, gently touching her arm. "Matthew," Lena began carefully, "I received a strange message today. It hinted at another possible threat. Someone is still trying to disrupt the peace." Matthew felt his heart sink. "Another threat? Do you have any idea who might be behind it?" Lena shook her head gently, looking troubled. The message was vague, but it suggested someone very close to our negotiations might be involved. Matthew sighed deeply, feeling frustrated yet determined. "We need to stay alert and investigate quietly. We cannot allow this to affect the progress we've made." Lena nodded seriously, her voice filled with determination. "We've faced threats before and overcome them. We'll do it again." As days passed, Matthew and Lena discreetly monitored their surroundings, carefully reviewing all communications and interactions. They hoped to identify the threat before it could harm the peace talks. One afternoon, Lena was called away urgently to handle a sudden issue with her delegation. Matthew, busy reviewing diplomatic reports, barely noticed her leaving. However, an uneasy feeling settled over him as the hours passed, and Lena did not return. Concerned, Matthew began asking others if they'd seen her. No one knew her whereabouts, deepening his worry. Eventually, Laura approached him, looking anxious. "Matthew," Laura said softly, clearly troubled, "there's been an incident. Lena was attacked. She's in the medical bay." Matthew's heart raced, fear gripping him tightly. He rushed immediately to Lena's side, finding her sitting quietly in the medical bay, looking pale but composed. Relief flooded him as their eyes met. "Lena," Matthew whispered gently, taking her hand carefully. "What happened? Are you all right?" Lena smiled weakly, squeezing his hand reassuringly. "I'm fine, Matthew. It was a minor attack. Thankfully, I managed to defend myself." Matthew felt both anger and relief, determined to protect Lena and ensure her safety. "Who did this, Lena?" "Someone masked, unidentified," Lena explained softly, her voice calm but firm. "They clearly intended to send a message and frighten us." "It won't work," Matthew said firmly, his voice filled with resolve. "We will strengthen security and find whoever is responsible." Over the next few days, security increased dramatically. On the station, Matthew personally ensured Lena's protection, staying close by her side. Their unity and courage inspired the delegations, reinforcing everyone's determination for peace. Eventually, their careful investigation led to discovering the attacker's identity, a rogue individual from an extremist faction opposed to peace. The attacker was apprehended and securely confined, ensuring no further threats. Later that evening, Matthew and Lena sat quietly in her quarters, recovering from the emotional turmoil of the past few days. Lena looked gently at Matthew, clearly grateful for his unwavering support. "Thank you, Matthew," Lena whispered softly, her eyes filled with affection. "Your presence has given me strength through all of this." Matthew gently touched her cheek, smiling tenderly. "And yours has given me courage, Lena. We protected each other through every challenge." Lena smiled warmly, her expression serene. "We faced danger together and overcome it. Nothing can stop us now." Matthew nodded softly, his voice filled with quiet sincerity. "Our bond is stronger than ever." As they sat close together, Matthew gently took Lena's hand, feeling deeply connected. They both knew clearly now how important their relationship had become, not just personally, but also for the peace they were building. "Matthew," Lena said softly, her voice serious yet gentle, "our unity is the greatest symbol of hope for our peoples. We must continue leading by example." "Exactly," Matthew agreed firmly, feeling deeply committed. "We'll show everyone that love, trust, and cooperation are stronger than fear and division." Lena leaned gently against Matthew, comforted by his steady presence. "With you by my side, I know we'll succeed." Matthew smiled tenderly, holding her closely. And I'll always be here, Lena. We'll face everything together. They stayed quietly together, enjoying the peaceful closeness and confidence that came from their deep bond. Despite the dangers and challenges they'd face, Matthew felt certain their love and partnership had grown unbreakable. As the station returned to normal operations, peace talks continued with renewed energy. The courage and unity Matthew and Lena had shown inspired delegates on both sides. Their joint efforts steadily overcame lingering mistrust, bringing genuine understanding and friendship. One evening, Matthew and Lena stood once again at the observation deck, watching the stars quietly. The vast beauty of space surrounded them, reflecting their shared hope for a peaceful future. "We've come so far," Lena whispered softly, gently holding Matthew's hand. Matthew nodded warmly, squeezing her hand reassuringly. "Yes, and our journey together is just beginning." Together, they silently pledged to continue building peace and trust between humans and Sylvani, confident their love and unity would always guide them through whatever lay ahead. Adam's extended stay on Zilurus began beautifully. From sunrise to sunset, he and Princess Liana worked together, exploring diplomatic strategies and sharing peaceful moments. Their bond grew stronger every day, filled with mutual respect, trust, and a deepening affection. One sunny morning, Liana invited Adam to join her on a trip to a distant village. The villagers were celebrating their annual harvest festival, and Liana wished to introduce Adam to the broader culture of Zilurus. Adam eagerly agreed, excited to learn more about the planet and its people. They traveled by royal transport, passing picturesque landscapes filled with fields of golden crops and clear rivers. Villagers welcomed them warmly, cheering and waving colorful banners as Adam and Liana walked among them. Smiles were everywhere, creating a joyful atmosphere. As they explored, Adam noticed how much Liana was loved by her people. Villagers greeted her warmly, expressing gratitude for her continued kindness and support. He felt proud, recognizing the positive impact Liana had on everyone around her. The day was filled with laughter, music, and delicious food. Villagers performed dances and songs, inviting Liana and Adam to join in the festivities. Adam found himself completely comfortable among the friendly people, enjoying every moment alongside Liana. Later in the afternoon, as the celebrations continued, Adam and Liana took a quiet walk near the village outskirts. The peaceful path led them through a beautiful meadow filled with flowers and surrounded by gentle hills. Birds sang melodious songs, enhancing the serenity of the moment. As they walked, Adam shared stories from Earth, describing bustling cities, vast oceans, and towering mountains. Liana listened carefully, fascinated by the vivid descriptions, imagining the wonders of Adam's home world. "I would love to visit Earth one day," Liana said thoughtfully, gazing into the distance. "It sounds so beautiful and different." From Zilurus, Adam smiled gently, looking at her with warmth. "It is beautiful, but it's different. Your planet has a calmness I've never experienced before. Earth can sometimes feel rushed and noisy. Still, I would enjoy seeing it through your eyes," Liana replied softly. Adam stopped walking and faced her, his expression serious yet tender. "Liana, nothing would make me happier than showing you my home." Liana felt her heart flutter, sensing the depth of Adam's words. A gentle silence settled between them, filled with unspoken feelings and hopes for the future. The peaceful moment was suddenly interrupted by urgent footsteps. One of the royal guards approached quickly, looking worried. "Princess Liana, urgent. News from the palace. We must return immediately." Concerned, Adam and Liana quickly followed the guard back to their transport. The journey to the palace was quiet, both wondering about the unexpected urgency. Upon arrival, King Orin and Queen Alara greeted them with serious faces. "What happened, father?" Liana asked anxiously. King Orin sighed deeply. "Pirates have been spotted near Zilurus again. Their ships were seen approaching our borders. We fear they may attempt another invasion." Adam felt a rush of concern and determination. Memories of the previous pirate attack flooded back, strengthening his resolve to help protect Zilurus again. "We will protect Zilurus," Adam assured the king firmly. "Earth stands with you." King Orn nodded gratefully. "Your courage gives us strength, Adam. Preparations are already underway. We must act swiftly." Adam and Liana quickly joined in the preparations, organizing defenses and communicating with allies. Working side by side, their teamwork was seamless. Fueled by shared determination and trust, the atmosphere at the palace was tense but purposeful. Everyone knew the danger they faced, but felt confident with Adam's presence and leadership. Villagers and guards alike prepared diligently, inspired by Adam and Liana's unwavering resolve. As night fell, Adam stood quietly on the palace balcony, observing the stars and thinking deeply. Liana quietly approached, sensing his worries. "You're worried," she whispered softly, placing a gentle hand on his shoulder. Adam nodded, turning to face her. "I won't let anything happen to Zilurus or to you. I trust you completely," Liana reassured him warmly. "Together, we can overcome anything." Adam smiled gratefully, feeling strength in her words. Yes, together. Throughout the night, preparations continued. Defenses were carefully arranged, and Adam coordinated closely with Zilurus' military leaders. His experience and calm leadership reassured everyone around him. At dawn, reports arrived confirming the pirate ships were drawing near. Everyone braced themselves for the inevitable confrontation. Adam and Liana stood side by side, united in courage and determination. "This time, they won't succeed," Adam stated confidently. Liana smiled warmly, her eyes reflecting deep trust. "I believe in you, Adam, just as I did years ago." As the pirate ships appeared on the horizon, Zilurus' defenses activated swiftly. Lasers and protective shields engaged, successfully repelling the first wave of pirate attacks. Adam skillfully guided the response, giving clear and strategic commands. The battle was fierce but brief, thanks to careful planning and brave actions. The pirates quickly realized their defeat was certain. Their ships retreated, disappearing swiftly back into space. Joy and relief filled the palace. Everyone celebrated the victory, grateful for the strong leadership and unity shown by Adam and Princess Liana. King Orn praised Adam openly, expressing deep appreciation for his unwavering support and bravery. Later that evening, Adam and Liana found a quiet moment together. They stood beneath the clear sky, looking at the stars, silently thankful for the peaceful end to a tense day. "Adam, today showed me once again how truly brave you are," Liana whispered warmly. Adam smiled softly, turning to face her. "Your strength inspired me, Liana. You make me want to protect everything beautiful and good about Zilurus." Their eyes met, hearts connecting deeply. Unspoken feelings filled the moment, bonding them even closer. Both realized how precious their bond had become. They knew challenges might come again, but Adam and Liana felt confident in their unity. As they stood together, watching the peaceful night sky, hope filled their hearts. The bond between Earth and Zilurus was strong, built on bravery, friendship, and an enduring love that neither fully expressed yet, but both deeply felt. After Adam returned to Earth, Princess Liana felt his absence deeply. The palace seemed quieter, and the gardens felt emptier without their shared conversations. She often found herself standing at the palace windows, gazing toward the stars, wondering if Adam thought about her as much as she did about him. Yet, Liana kept busy. As an ambassador, her duties required her attention. She traveled to neighboring planets, strengthening alliances and spreading peace. Everywhere she went, she spoke warmly of Earth and its people, especially about Adam's kindness and bravery. On Earth, Adam found himself experiencing similar feelings. He continued his duties, but thoughts of Zilurus and its brave princes were never far from his mind. Each night, beneath Earth's starry skies, he would recall the peaceful beauty of Zilurus and his special bond with Liana. Months passed, and the opportunity arose for Adam to return to Zilurus once again. A peace treaty was to be signed, solidifying the bond between Earth and Zilurus. Adam was selected to lead the mission, and his heart filled with excitement at the thought of seeing Liana again. Adam's journey to Zilurus was quick, as his spaceship moved swiftly through space. Upon landing, he immediately noticed a warm reception from the planet's people. Smiling faces greeted him, and many waved in welcome, clearly remembering the brave human who had helped save their princess years before. Princess Liana stood at the palace entrance, heart racing with anticipation. As Adam stepped forward, their eyes met, both smiling warmly. The friendship they had built was evident, growing stronger with each meeting. During his stay, Adam spent most of his time with Liana. They worked closely, preparing for the peace treaty signing. In between their duties, they enjoyed quiet moments together, sharing stories, laughter, and dreams for the future. One afternoon, as they explored the royal gardens together, Liana shared more of her childhood experiences with Adam. She spoke of how his courage had inspired her to become strong and compassionate. Adam listened carefully, deeply touched by her words. "You taught me the importance of bravery and kindness," Liana said softly. "Your actions that day shaped who I am today." Adam smiled warmly, humbled by her gratitude. "You have always been strong, Liana. I was just there to help you realize it." As the day of the treaty signing arrived, excitement filled the air. The palace was beautifully decorated, welcoming guests from many planets. Liana wore her finest gown, elegant and graceful, while Adam looked distinguished in his formal attire. The ceremony was a great success. Cheers filled the hall as the treaty was signed, officially marking a new era of peace and friendship between Earth and Zilurus. Afterwards, a grand celebration began, filled with music, dancing, and joy. Adam and Liana danced together, enjoying each other's company amidst the festivities. They laughed easily, feeling completely comfortable and happy. Those around them smiled knowingly, recognizing the deep bond that had formed between the human diplomat and their beloved princess. Later that night, as the celebrations quieted down, Adam and Liana stepped outside to enjoy the peaceful evening. Walking slowly beneath the stars, they shared their hopes for continued friendship between their two worlds. "Adam, do you ever think about staying here?" Liana asked softly, her eyes bright with hope. Adam paused, looking thoughtfully at the sky. "Often, Liana. Zilurus feels like home to me now, especially when I'm here with you." Her heart warmed at his words, a gentle smile forming on her lips. "You're always welcome here. Zilurus is your home too." Adam looked deeply into her eyes, sensing something deeper growing between them. Gently he reached out, taking her hand in his. Liana felt her heart flutter, warmth spreading through her as she squeezed his hand softly. The next few days flew by quickly, filled with joyful moments shared between them. Soon, however, Adam had to return to Earth once more. Though both were saddened by the impending separation, they knew they would meet again soon. On the morning of his departure, Liana accompanied Adam to his spaceship. Standing together, they exchanged heartfelt farewells, promising to remain close despite the distance. "I will return soon," Adam promised sincerely. "Nothing will keep me away from Zilurus for long." Liana smiled warmly, her eyes filled with trust. "And I'll wait eagerly until you do." As Adam's ship lifted into the sky, Liana watched quietly, heart filled with hope. She knew their bond was strong, strengthened by shared history and genuine affection. She returned to the palace with renewed purpose, confident in the future they would build together. Back on Earth, Adam continued to work diligently, always keeping Zilurus and Princess Liana close to his heart. Their friendship grew even stronger, strengthened by regular communications and shared dreams. The two worlds grew closer than ever, united by Adam and Liana's bond. Months passed smoothly, and Adam prepared again to visit Zilurus, this time for an extended stay. Excitement filled both worlds as preparations began, celebrating their growing unity. Both Adam and Liana eagerly anticipated their reunion, knowing their connection was special and unbreakable. As Adam's spaceship once again approached Zilurus, Princess Liana stood waiting, her heart full of joy. She smiled warmly as Adam stepped From his ship, knowing they had much to look forward to together, Adam approached her, smiling widely. "I've missed you greatly, Liana." She laughed softly, eyes sparkling with joy. "And I've missed you even more, Adam." Together, they walked toward the palace, hearts connected by a bond of friendship, respect, and growing love. The future promised happiness and peace, built firmly on their shared past and hopeful dreams. On a faraway planet, hidden among bright stars and colorful nebulae, was the kingdom of Zilurus. This planet was known for its beauty, lush green fields, sparkling blue rivers, and tall, gentle mountains. In the heart of this planet stood a magnificent palace, home to the royal family and, most importantly, Princess Liana. Princess Liana was not like other princesses. She was curious, brave, and kind-hearted. Even from a young age, she often wandered off, eager to explore the beauty and mysteries of her home. Her parents worried about her adventurous spirit but loved her deeply. One day, when Liana was still very young, an unexpected danger came to Zilurus. A powerful group of space pirates invaded their peaceful planet. Their ships filled the sky, darkening the sun and casting shadows on the land. The royal guards tried their best to fight them off, but the pirates were fierce and strong. In the chaos, Liana found herself separated from her family. Frightened and alone, she ran into the nearby forest, trying to find safety. The sounds of explosions and shouts echoed behind her, making her run faster. Soon, she reached a clearing and hid behind a large rock. Trembling with fear, just when she thought no one would find her, she heard footsteps approaching. Her heart beat wildly as she peeked around the rock. Standing there was a figure unlike anyone she'd seen before, a human from Earth. He wore strange clothes and carried devices she couldn't recognize. The man noticed her quickly. His face was gentle and calm. He slowly knelt to her level, his eyes filled with kindness. "Don't be afraid," he said softly. "I'm here to help you." "Who are you?" Liana whispered, her voice shaking. "My name is Adam," he replied gently. "I'm visiting from Earth. I'll keep you safe." Adam gently extended his hand, waiting patiently for her to trust him. After a moment's hesitation, Liana placed her small hand into his larger one. Instantly feeling safer, Adam led her deeper into the forest, moving quietly and quickly. Liana trusted him completely, sensing his courage and kindness. As they moved, Adam softly reassured her, telling her stories to keep her calm. He spoke of Earth, a planet she had only heard of in stories, filled with oceans, forests, and bustling cities. After a long journey, they reached a hidden cave. Adam gently helped Liana sit down and gave her some food and water. "Stay here," he told her. "I have to make sure the pirates leave. I'll come back for you soon." Liana nodded, clutching the small bag of supplies he'd given her. Adam smiled warmly, promising again he'd return. Then he disappeared into the forest, his figure blending with the shadows. Hours passed slowly, each moment stretching endlessly for Liana. She listened carefully, hearing distant noises but nothing close. She trusted Adam would return, holding on to his promise tightly. Exhaustion soon overcame her, and she drifted into sleep, dreaming of faraway Earth. When she awoke, the sounds of battle had stopped. Silence filled the air, peaceful and comforting. Suddenly, she heard footsteps and tensed, worried that it might not be Adam returning. "Princess Liana." A familiar voice called out. It was Captain Merrick, one of her father's trusted guards. Relief flooded her as she stepped out of the cave, waving at him. "Princess!" "We were so worried," Merrick exclaimed, his eyes wide with concern. "Your parents sent us everywhere searching for you." "A human named Adam saved me," she quickly explained. "He led me here and kept me safe. Do you know where he is now?" Merrick looked confused. "A human?" "Princess, we've not seen any humans." "Perhaps he returned to his ship." Liana felt sadness in her heart. She wanted to thank Adam properly, to let him know how much his bravery meant. But Adam was nowhere to be found. Returning to the palace, Liana reunited joyfully with her parents. They hugged her tightly, tears in their eyes, thankful their precious daughter was safe. When she spoke of Adam, her parents too were puzzled. "Humans rarely visit us," her mother explained gently. "He must have been a traveler passing by. If we ever meet him again, we'll thank him greatly." Years passed, but Liana never forgot Adam. She often wondered where he was, what adventures he faced, and if he ever thought of her. As she grew, she held tightly to the memory of the brave human who had saved her. Her childhood adventure slowly became a distant memory. But in her heart, Princess Liana always hoped she'd meet Adam again. She dreamed of that day, picturing their reunion, eager to thank him and hear about his life on Earth. As she grew into a young woman, Liana began taking on more duties as a royal ambassador. She traveled between planets, promoting peace and understanding among different worlds. But no matter how far she traveled, the memory of her rescuer stayed with her, guiding her actions and keeping hope alive that someday, somehow, she'd see him again. And deep within her heart, she felt certain that fate would one day bring Adam back into her life.